You're now tuned into Moment with Desha. This is Moment with Desha. Real talks, real moments, real connect.
What's up, everyone? Welcome to yet another interesting episode of Moments with Deshewa, where we bring you premium gist about life experiences, lifestyles, businesses, stories, marriages, relationships, and lots more. Yeah, but before we get to it, please note that all views and opinions expressed on this show are solely that of my guests. It's not of me, neither is it of Moments with Deshewa. Hey guys, my name is Queen Adeshawa, the amazing host of this show. And today, guys, it's gonna be an interesting one because we've got an amazing guest over here today, as you all can see. Guys, welcome with me into the studio, into my live video. This is not the studio because you're not here with us, but all the same, welcome with me, guys. Falona.
Hi, nice to meet you all. Once
You're
again,
welcome.
Falona.
Thank you so much. It's so good to have you here, Falona. Thank you so much for joining. How are you today?
I'm great. You look beautiful, by the way.
Thank
Per
you.
you.
You look so pretty too. Okay. This is Moment with Deshawa, right? It's as you can see, we're on a studio where we have our guests. We bring them on here to talk about things. You know what is it when I say podcast, you understand? So we'll ask different questions. They get to share their experiences if need be. Whatever thing you want people to know about you is what you come to tell us here, then we'll put it out there. You understand? If you get to follow my YouTube channel, you get to see that we've had several guests over here. I think we had about 10 or 15 thereabouts. But right now, I just posted like fifth episode yesterday, so I'm still gonna drop the rest. You understand? But not right now. I'm still working on the edit and all of that. So I'm actually doing this because I've been getting messages, people saying that they are not here with me. This is New Jersey, and other people they are outside over there. They are maybe in Maryland, Texas, even from Nigeria, all over like that. And they want to join. They have something to say. They want to share their experience, you understand, and how can they go about it? So I just thought of, okay, let me just bring it on. Let's do this what's it called? Live video. Do you understand? So from there, we can always bring people on here to talk about whatever they want us to know. Then we'll put it out there for people to see. I'll post it over on my other social media platform. You understand? So that is the reason why we are on here. And this is not my real page. You understand? I have my own real page, which is the Adeshawa Empire. So I won't be surprised if I don't get to see my own people here because they don't know me with this account. This is for my husband. Do you understand? So I just have to turn this to the moment to dish was something because my main account Adeshawa Empire has been banned from doing a live video. Do you understand? So if I don't get to see people that know me here, don't be bothered. You understand? I'm still gonna post it out there for other platforms where people get to know me, my main page and other platforms. You understand? So let's get straight to business. Welcome once again. I'm sorry for all of that. It's necessary because a lot of people are new here, and this is my first time of going live on this page as well. So I need to come to say all of this for people to know what's going on. Okay, welcome, Falona. Let's get to meet you. Thank you so much. Someone is trying to send in a request. I don't know. I can't see it again. If you're still interested, you can just come up. Let me, send in your request. Let me bring you up here. And then you just go mute for each other. So I don't want it to clash. I want the audio to be very loud, sound, and clear. You understand? So, hi, Falona.
Hi.
Thank you so much for joining our show today. It's so good to meet you. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Okay, let's get to meet you beyond what people see out there, beyond what people know on social media. Who is Faluna?
So Falona is a very vibrant, excited, easy, outgoing, loving,
Right.
cheerful
Hmm.
person. So I am from Guyana, by the way. That's
Okay.
South America for those who don't know. Um, it's we're the only English-speaking country in South America. So, for those who are not familiar with South America, if you are familiar with Venezuela, Peru,
Yeah.
Brazil, It's right there. It's
Right.
little, yeah, so small country, but very,
Uh,
very talented people.
Okay. All right. So, is Falona married?
No.
No. You have kids?
Yes.
How many kids you got?
I have two kids.
Two adorable kids, girls, boys, or one girl, one boy.
So I have a boy and a girl, eight
Mm-hmm.
year old and 6 years old.
Right. Don't be surprised. I'm not gonna let it. This is a show, and it's not gonna be like I'm not gonna be relating with you like I know you. You understand what I mean? It's fine. It's okay for people to know I know you. I know you very well, but this is not for me. You feel me? It's for people out there to know who our guest is and to know more about you because it's not gonna end here. I'm still gonna put it on other places like I told you earlier. So if I get to ask you anything, just feel free. But whatever thing you feel like you don't want to put out there, you're very safe. Just pass, like I'll pass. I don't want to put it out there. It's fine. You understand? Okay, so okay, since you got to America, how long have you been here? Let me start by saying that.
It has been roughly about 14 years.
Wow, that's a very long time.
Yes.
Okay, for that 14 years, like how has it been? What do you have to share? What do you have to tell people? Like, what has been your experiences so far? When I say that, it comes in two different types. We got bad experiences and the good ones. You understand? If we start saying that, we will not live here today. But let's just start by whatever thing you can just chip in for us to know about your, you know, lifestyles way back. Just tell us.
So for me,
Mm-hmm.
I will go a little deep, but I wouldn't put much out there because I don't know if people that I will talk about will see this video. But I will share as much as I can. So when I first got
Hi,
here,
Mr. Olaoluwa. Thank you for joining. Welcome.
hello.
If you are joining this podcast show, you have to show your face. We need to see you on camera.
Good
Hello.
morning. Hello,
Hi,
good
good
morning.
morning. Good morning. Thank you for joining. How are you
How's
today?
everything?
Very
I'm
well,
yes, how's
thank you.
everything?
Thank God. Can you
How's
please
well?
just you can just go mute. Let me be done with Falona, then we'll come to you. And if you
Okay.
have to chip in anything, then you can definitely do that. Okay. I'm still with you, Falona. Keep on
Yeah, so I
going.
came here at the age of 19. And
Okay.
when I came, my father is the one that petitioned for me. So
Okay.
I never grew up with my father and I didn't really know who he was. So I just know that he was my dad. So when I got here, our personality clashes a lot. And for me, it's like, oh, wow, I'm in America and all the things that I've seen on TV. I was expecting that. I was so naive. I didn't know that,
Right.
that's not what it was. So when I got here, it was
Mm-hmm.
hard for me to adjust because I had a cultural shock and I was like, I didn't know they had like, homeless people in America and stuff like that. But, with my father, he didn't even ask like, what would you guys like to do? He just kind of, this is what you need to do and this is what you have to do.
Right.
There is no like, I don't want to do this. So for me, I was working and I was making my own money back home. So when I got here, I wasn't accustomed to like, you need to ask me for this or you can't go anywhere, you know I wasn't accustomed to being in the house all the time. I wasn't expecting any of these things. So when I got here, my dad was like, "Oh, you're gonna go to Job Corps," and he told my brother, because my brother and we came, and he was like, "You're gonna go into the military," and I felt sad. I wanted to cry because I did not want my brother to go into the military because you know everyone when they hear the word military, you think war.
Okay.
So, but all that being said, we ended up going to like a boarding school. It's called Job Corps. I kind of hated it, but nevertheless, it was a great experience.
So
Um,
far.
yes. So
Mm-hmm.
from there, I went back home, and I wasn't too comfortable with the living situation and stuff like that.
Right.
So I ended up moving to Connecticut, and I lived in Connecticut for like a month. I don't even want to say live, but the family member that I went to live with,
Mm-hmm.
the situation there wasn't what I expected it to be. So I ended up
Right.
moving to Pennsylvania, where I lived there for roughly about a year.
Okay.
Because in that time I was searching for what I want to do because when
Mm-hmm.
I first got here, my intentions was to go back to school or get into dancing because back in Guyana I used to be a professional dancer.
Right.
Coming here, I thought I would have gotten to live on that dream, but no, everything was different because in America, you have to work and you can't really
Mm-hmm.
live in someone's house and not support them because you know how times are. People
Okay.
got bills to pay. So when I moved to Pennsylvania, I lived there for about a year, and then I got a living babysitting job in Chicago, Illinois.
Okay.
So I lived there for about 6 months, and then I moved to Florida. So during this time, I had a boyfriend. So because he was working on a cruise ship, I wanted to be close to him.
Okay.
So the cruise ship that he was working on was it docked in Florida, Cape Canaveral. So that's where I moved, and I got pregnant there. So
You got pregnant there, right?
yes,
Okay, because I was gonna ask you that if you had any of the baby during all of this time, but it's fine you're saying it now.
yeah. So I got pregnant there, and then I started to think like, I don't have anyone here. I may need help, and I started to plan how I'm gonna, you know, bring this baby into this world. I'm technically living in America by myself because at the time, my boy.
Thank you, Porfidesh. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you. Thank you, sis. Okay, I'm with you.
At the time,
Mm-hmm.
I know that I was alone. So even if, my boyfriend at the time had came to
Mm-hmm.
Florida, when he was off work, that wasn't enough. So I moved back to Pennsylvania where I lived for about 6 years.
Was it the boyfriend you had that you got pregnant for? Then okay.
Um, okay, I forgot to mention we did got married. We
You
got
did got
married.
married.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
So, when I moved to Pennsylvania, I lived there for like 6 years,
Okay.
and I moved to Maryland 3 years ago.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, you just moved into Maryland.
Yes.
Wow, I never knew. I thought you've been there for a very long time.
So,
Really?
so when I first came to America, I was living in Maryland.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, yeah. So I always wanted to come back because,
Okay.
from visiting different states or living in different states, I got to experience the culture over there. And then I was like,
Hmm.
I always wanted to come back to Maryland because I feel like the cultural wise, Maryland is great. And
Right.
you have I always know that I will get the chance to explore different options
Right.
because Pennsylvania, where I used to live, that was the Monpokolo area. It was very rural, and there weren't much to do, and there weren't a lot of, I would say, people like myself living. There weren't a lot of people like myself
Okay.
living there. So,
I'm
you know,
sorry. I'm trying to bring you on, Porfidesh. I don't know what is wrong with your network. I'm trying to bring you up. I don't know what's going on. You can send me your request again. Thank you, sis. Okay. I can hear you
yes. So I am here now.
now. Okay, that's a very good one. We had a very nice experience so far as I'm concerned. Okay, now I'm going to say this. The boyfriend that you had, your husband, because you said you guys got married, right? You had the two babies, the kids. You had the two kids for him, right?
Yes.
Okay, are you guys still together? You still, oh, you say you're not married, so you're not together any longer, right?
No.
Okay, are you with anybody now?
I do have someone that I am talking to at the moment.
Talking to her, just talking stage for now, right?
Um, just let's say I'm dating him.
Okay, it's dating him. Are you planning on, taking it further or anything? Just dating for now.
Yes, because I feel
Mhm.
like I need to get to know him better before I take it up take it further.
Okay.
My my thing with dating is really take your time, get to know the person because for me,
Yes.
I have two kids by one person, and
Right.
I don't want to have more than one baby daddy. So I am really trying to take my time because people have different personalities and we don't realize it until we're like 2 years in. Then we start
Right.
seeing, some changes in some ways that would have been hidden in the beginning or we would have ignored it, you know.
Okay. I'm sorry, Pofidesh, can you please send me whatever you send to these accounts? Can you please send it to Adeshewa Empire? Because I will not be able to access this account at the moment. Thank you. Okay, go on, sis.
Yeah, I think I was done.
Okay. Thank you so much for sharing that. I really appreciate you. So good to have you here, like I said earlier. Okay, how long have you been dating this person you're with right now? How long?
It's been like roughly 8 months.
That's still very fresh, right? Okay, that's really nice. Okay, let's say in other words, you have been coping all by yourself. You have been doing all of the taking care of the kids, taking them to school, and all of that by yourself. And with all of that, little that I know about you, I get to know. I know you work and you're very hardworking, if I must say. You know, and let me just say that I have been managing all of that together, you getting to drop the kids in school. This is America, you understand? And it's a place where you get to do everything by yourself. It's called from my own country, we call it DIY, do it yourself. And I'm very sure that is the same thing that, is happening to everybody out there. So how have you been coping? How have you been managing? How have you been Oh, okay. It's fine, Puffy. There's no problem. I just got your message. Thank you so much, sis. Then maybe you join us tomorrow. We'll be here again tomorrow. To take care of yourself and have a wonderful night rest. Thank you so much. Okay, sis, like I was saying earlier, I said, how have you been coping? How have you been managing all of this by yourself or by you? You know, has it been easy? I know it's not easy because we are all in this on this table. But then again, it's a place, this is where it's a platform where everybody's sharing their own experience. Let's know from you. Probably people will get to, pick one or two on how to do their own with their kids as well. You understand what I'm saying? So, how have you been coping, doing all of that by yourself?
So for me, it takes a strong person, and you have to set goals for yourself. You have to
Hmm.
know where you want to be within the next 10 years or how many years you set for yourself. It takes a strong-minded person and not to, you have to pray too. If you don't have God by your side,
Exactly.
I'm not saying you're not going to make it, but He will definitely help you. And I prayed a lot. You don't have to go to church. As long as you read your Bible and you pray, God will hear you.
Right. Exactly.
Just have faith as well. So for
Hmm.
me, I prayed a lot. I cried a lot because
Mm.
it's not easy. Because I was living in Pennsylvania, I had family, but then family comes with drama, and people are not obligated to help you. So you have to
Exactly.
have that mindset that people are not obligated to help you.
To help you.
If you have your kids and you're looking for a babysitter, because I was looking for a babysitter and
Mhm.
people did not want to deal with my kids, like not because they didn't want to help me, but some people don't want to have to deal with kids. So I had to understand that, hey, these are my kids and nobody's obligated, so I have to figure out a way how to make this work. So for
Right.
me, I found the job that I used to do was 6 to 2, and there are not many daycares that opens before 6.
Okay.
Because remember, I need to give myself time to, get to
Hmm.
work.
Exactly.
So thankfully I found a daycare that opened at 5. So I
Oh,
had to
okay.
get up at 4 o'clock. So my poor babies had to get up at 4. I
Hmm.
used to get them dressed, put them in the
Hmm.
car. Sometimes they were sleeping. Put them in the car and drive them to daycare. Then I go to work. So
Right.
from a very tender age, they were waking up very early.
Very early. They're
So
used to that already. It's not new to them. Let me say you train them with a thing like that. Waking up early because you have to go to work and they have to go to school as well.
yes, and
That
what hit
must
me hard? Sorry, what was you about to say something?
I must say I wanted to say that I really, you know, commend you like you have been doing so well in that aspect because to be sincere, it is not easy. It's not an easy job. We all know that. Even with people that have husbands by themselves, they are still finding it difficult to maneuver to do a lot of things with the kids, dropping the kids in school, getting to do your business, or getting to go to work, and all of that is a whole lot. So when I see a lady doing all of that by themselves, I give them their flowers. I'm a fan of giving people their flowers. So I give people flowers. People that deserve it, I give it to them like, wow, you're doing very well. So I just want to chip in that aspect before you continue.
Yeah. So luckily, I had one job that allowed me to bring my kids to work because I used to do like
Wow.
um I work at a group home where I look over kids between the ages of 15 and 21. So I was working in the independent home. I used to do overnights and I used to take my kids to work with me. And
Okay.
that was only because the kids were old enough and they were very responsible because
Right.
it's not safe to take your kids around those kids.
Exactly. Please, guys, keep tapping on the screen as you're joining the live video. Thank you so much. And if you're still interested in joining this show, send in your request and let me bring you up. Come share your experience. Let's chat. Let's talk about life. That is what we're doing here. Thank you. Keep on going, Falona.
Yeah, so there was one moment where I didn't have a car, and the
Mhm.
company I used to work for, they had cars. So I used to literally get an Uber, go to work, pick
Okay.
up their car, drop my kids off to daycare, and then come back to work. So I am very thankful and grateful for that company. So,
Wow.
so yeah, and I was still like doing my research to move back to Maryland because this was in PA, Pennsylvania.
Right.
With me now, I'm doing my research because to move back to PA, I need a job that will be able to manage my bills
Right.
because I needed the income. When I did landed that job, I made
Mhm.
a move. So now when I made a move, I had family here that was like, "Oh, we're gonna help you. You can come, whatever." So I made the move, but I still had that mindset that
Mhm.
people will say they will help you, but then they might not keep their word.
Right.
I moved
That's
here.
that's the human part. You don't rely on whatever people tell you.
Yes.
You know.
So
Hmm.
I came here with the intention, like, okay, I'm gonna come, I'm gonna find a daycare because I know these people are gonna get tired and I don't want
Right.
to have to rely on anyone. So when I
Anyone.
moved here, I was eventually things did not work out the way I wanted it to because just the day before I started working, my relative called and she said, "Oh, I wouldn't be able to look at your kids. I'm sick and I don't think I can manage and stuff like that." And I was like, "Oh my goodness!" And I was like, "God, I know you did not bring me here to fail me, like
Right.
because I wait on His time because it was for years I've been doing research trying to come back to Maryland." So I prayed and I went to my neighbor downstairs and I was like, please, do you know anybody that look at kids or can you help me with my kids? And she was like, hey, why don't you go across the street? I always see these kids going to this lady's house. And I went across the
Right.
street. It was night, the day before I went started my first job.
Okay.
Going across the street and I was like, hey, I got your information from my neighbor next door. I'm new in the neighborhood. And I was, just greeting my neighbor and asking her if she can literally watch my kids. And mind you, I don't know this woman. I have no idea if she was a murderer. Uh,
And then you just walk up to her to like ask if she can
yes,
watch after your kids. And who's she?
Mariam.
Miriam. I know that. Oh my God, that's a very good one. I get to see the reason why you guys are like this. And
Yeah.
trust me, she knows me very well. I must say that. And then once I'm not comfortable with someone, she gets to know. She can easily read everything. If I'm just like this, she knows what I'm talking about. So
Mhm.
she just get me to let me say that it make me like you. You understand? I like your person the day I met you. My home person, I just hey hi and I let you be. I'm not this kind of person that bump into people like that. I want to start talk. I like to talk. This is exactly the reason why I'm doing this right now because I like to talk. But if I don't want to talk to you, I don't want to talk to you. That's my person. But I just get to say that I can't just see you with my sister-in-law, like you're always there. I'm like, who is she? She does not get tired of you. And most of the time, let me tell you this, we'll talk about you. Like, we are always talking about you. The good part, anyways, because I've never seen anything bad about you. So we never had any cause to say anything wrong or anything negative about you for no reason. So I just going to say it again that you've been a very good one at that. Like, as far as I'm concerned,
Yeah,
you've
thank
been very good. And I'll just tell you to please keep being you, keep doing whatever. I don't know what you've been doing that's making people like you, somebody like Mr. Miriam, somebody like me. I like you. If I don't like you, it's not like I'm not going to bring you on my show. But I just have to say that you are there with her. I can always like, okay, I'll talk to you later. I wanted to say it in Yoruba, but you might not understand. I'll just say that, okay, let me talk to you later to her. That means I'm not comfortable with the person there, so I'm not going to say anything. So why do I want to be on the phone? Because one way or the other, we might start gisting, and then at the end of the day, you might want to say something. And if you say something, I'm just going to give you that attitude. I don't know how to pretend. That is me. You know,
you.
if I don't fuck with person, I don't. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't want to do with that person. I don't want to do with person. You understand what I mean? So, but as far as I'm concerned, Falona, you've been a very, very strong woman. You're down to earth. You know, you're loving. I don't know what else I'm going to use to qualify you or to appreciate your person. Just keep being you, keep being who you are. You're very nice. I like your person. I keep doing that. And you know, in all of that, there is no how God will not reward you. Probably that's why you now came across the person you're dating right now. You understand? And I pray to God to, comfort you, whatever thing you say to him, no matter I don't know how you pray to God, but whatever thing you are asking from him, I pray he grant you everything your desire. Do you understand?
Thank
Okay,
you.
now with all of this that you've been through in America, it's been like a roller coaster. It's not easy. You've been through different things, different you lived in different places like that already. You've seen different people, you met a lot of people like that, you know. Apparently, you've seen so many experiences. You had so many experiences. We can't start saying, okay, when you lived in Pennsylvania, what was your experience? When you lived in Chicago, it's going to be a lot. Like, that means we have to sleep here. You understand? But with all of that, did you ever, like, think for one, you venturing into any business, or you just feel like you're the office person and you're so comfortable going to work with your kids? Or you're not just the business side? I'm just asking. I'm not saying you should do it. I'm not saying you should consider any business. It's just an interview. And this is why I'm asking you this kind of question, if you don't mind. But if you want to pass by, it's fine. You understand? Okay.
I can touch on that a little bit. So for me, I am a very creative person. So I have a lot of ideas, a lot of things I would like to do. So for me,
Mhm.
it's more like I pray to God and I'm asking Him for guidance because people start business most times from to make money. For me, I need to love what I'm doing.
Exactly.
So
Hmm.
I want to take my time. I need to learn the whole process because whatever I am going to do, I want to do it and it must be a success. If I'm going to have customers, I want happy customers. So I need to
Right.
do my research in details to the point whereby
Hmm.
if I like I was planning to start selling wigs. For me, it's like I want to go to the company, like if I have to go to China or to Vietnam, wherever it is, just to make sure that this is good quality hair.
Right.
I will do that. So if however long it's gonna take me, I will do that. So
Oh,
I have
you're considering of doing that right anytime soon, right?
Yeah, I'm working on a lot of things because I like to make certain dishes, Chinese dishes, and I would
Right.
like to start selling the things that I am good at making. But
Okay.
it's all in the process. So I just don't want to start something to fail. I want to start
Right.
and to succeed. I mean, and sometimes you do have setbacks and you may fail at some time, but for me, I want a plan A and my plan A must work,
Must
hopefully.
work. Okay. No, not like you plan on plan A and it didn't work, then you want to go into the plan B. Right. That's a very good one. Okay, what else am I gonna? Okay, do you drink alcohol?
I do drink socially. I'm not a big drinker. I'm very light. So
Right.
1 to 2 beers and I will be floating.
Okay, you mentioned earlier that you're a dancer, right? Okay. It's not. I'm not gonna tell you to show us any skill right now, but then again, except you're gonna put on the music for you there to dance or else. But then, I think I could tell you're a dancer for real, madam. The steps are really nice. No, I kid you not on that aspect. You've been doing so well when it comes to that. Because I think, okay, when she was doing her launching, right, I was there and we were there together. So I get to see that, oh, this is Falina. She know how to, That's a lot of that. That's a very good one. Okay, how are your kids doing? Are they very fine?
My kids are great. You know, as parents, we always want the best for our kids, but as a
Right.
mother, it's hard. And my job, I work 12 hours. So
Okay.
the things that the fundamental activities and extracurriculum activities, I should say, that I would
Adam,
like my kids to be involved in, they cannot be
you know
involved
him.
in things because it's just me and I don't have no kind of help. So like, you know, just to get them back and forth from the activities because um some activities you have to go every day or maybe 2 days a week, and most times I'm at work. So, you know, my kids, they're not very active, you know, outside of school.
Okay. Do you prefer it here in America or your country?
I feel like that's a tough question, and I don't want to be biased, but I think I like it here in America
On
because
one leg, baby.
kids
I'm
have
sorry.
more. There are more resources. I feel like the education system is, I want to say good because I feel like Guyana education system is great. But here you have the exposure to different things, not just going to school and learn. You get to learn
Mhm.
different instruments. You get to, you know, go places, go on trips. They are involved in all these different things that their mind are packed with so much information and they're exposed to so many things. So,
Right.
with all that being said, I would prefer America.
America. Okay. I think, let me say, are you going to be you'll be the second person, my second guest. The first one is, was here with me. It wasn't on the live video. That said she prefer it over here to any other place, right? Okay, in all of this, let me just put it to you again by asking you that you're kind of person, yeah? How do you maintain your sanity?
What did you say before the sanity?
How do you maintain it? Like,
I always pray about it and I always try to put myself in people's
because I was
position.
frustrated.
Yeah, it's like
You're broke or
you
something.
have to, if it's my kids, I have to think they do not understand everything in the world.
Of course.
Right.
And you have to really bring yourself down to their level of thinking.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you have to understand like they're innocent, they're still learning. Like with people, you know, I try to put myself in someone's shoes because how we may interpret things, someone else may not.
Right.
And just look at it this way. What are you gaining from being a certain way or acting a certain way? You know, I always just say, God, please help me. You know, just guide me, show me the way, give me the patience, the strength to deal with whatever I may be faced with. You know,
Right.
I always believe in that. And for me, it's always like it's best you stay quiet than for you to just have an outburst or, you
Okay.
know.
Okay, so before I bring another person on, let me just I think I have two more questions for you. And then second to last is gonna be that do you have anyone you can consider as your close friend?
Yes, one person.
Is she?
E.
That's my,
Is he a he or she? I don't know. Who is the
no,
person? Let me just say that.
it's a she.
Mm.
It's
Or
a
is
she.
it she?
Yeah,
Okay.
she lives in Arizona.
Okay. You mind to mention the person?
Yeah, we went to school together.
Okay.
So her name is Yolanda. She lives in
Oh, what does she live?
Arizona. She lives,
Arizona.
yeah.
Oh, okay. So you guys are not together. So how have you been? How come? Are you still very close now? Oh, no.
You know, we're one of we have this friendship where we don't talk every day on the phone. We don't
Okay.
talk about it every day, but we do catch up when we get to meet up and so forth.
Oh, okay. Okay. That's a very nice one. Okay. Before we round it up, before we bring another person here, let me just say that you've been I don't want to call you a single mom. I don't know if you would like that, but you've been taking care of the kids all by yourself. You've been doing a lot of things by yourself, like I mentioned earlier. And you still get to work, you feed yourself, feed the kids, and all of that. You understand? What advice do you have for people like you? I'm very sure you're not the only one on this table, right? What advice do you have to give other people like you? Some people are tired already. They don't want to, they cannot do it. It's tiring. It's draining emotionally, physically, everything. You know, they need someone to encourage them to keep going, to keep pushing. Everything is going to be fine at the end of the day. We are all going to be all right. So, what advice do you have to give people like that out there?
Pray.
I see that. I think that is one thing I'm going to hold on to from you, the prayer.
You
The
have
praying aspect is really important. And I see that you have been emphasizing on that prayer. You understand? Okay, that's number one. Any other thing you want to?
you have to pray, believe in yourself,
Mhm.
and just always try to let your kids have the education they need so that they can succeed. Never let them feel or see you cry.
The kids, right?
Yes.
Never let
Um,
them see or feel you cry,
never let them feel your frustration or
frustration, or see you cry.
yes.
Hmm.
You.
Hmm.
It's not easy, right? Because I'm gonna tell you guys, my daughter did saw that, and she comforted me. So it's like,
Sorry, I know a lot of people are watching from outside, or people are just a lot of we have ghost people watching here. Don't be surprised if it's gonna be like, who is she? This is not a page or whatever. Please ignore all of that. Just do the needful by tapping on your screen. Double tap, keep tapping on the screen, like my video. If you're interested in joining us, send your request. Feel free. Let's talk about life. This is what we're here to do. Just don't just be there watching and not doing the needful. Support us by tapping on your screen, like the video, drop a comment if necessary. You can as well say something to, bring your own idea. Let's talk about things. You understand what I mean? If you are interested, send in your request. Let's bring it up and talk. Okay, let's keep going. I'm sorry for that.
yes.
Mhm.
Always have yourself a plan, have yourself a goal. No matter what job you're doing, you have to do it for your babies. You have to do it for yourself. And I would say treat yourself, even if it's just to go pamper yourself, get your hair done, get your nails done, whatever makes you happy. Find a coping mechanism for when you're upset, or like if you're feeling depressed, because we are going to get depressed as women, single mothers. We are going to get.
Right.
So you
Mhm.
have to know what can get you out of that depression stage. What do
Okay.
you do? What makes you happy? Because for me, like, I know the things that I want to
Mhm.
achieve in life. For
Mhm.
example, everyone wish of buying a home one day. I always go house hunting just for the fun of it, because it just makes me excited. Sometimes I watch a TV show or something entertaining just to take my thoughts of whatever I'm thinking away.
All
So
right.
believe in yourself, pray,
Right.
and stay positive. Surround yourself with positive
I-
people.
I'm I'm pretty sure people are listening. Believe in yourself. Pray. I think the prayer comes first, right?
Yes.
Okay, pray. This is for people out there that a lot of people are like are single mothers, and so yeah, people are going through a lot here. So this is from Palona, not from me. Miss Falona said, keep praying. Number one, believe in yourself. Number two, so what are they going to hear for them?
Surround yourself with positive people.
Surround yourself with positive people, and that's really important. You cannot be going through all of this. You cannot be in this situation and still hang out with, you know, negative people. That is not even advisable at all. That
People
means
with
that,
negative
right?
people with negative energy will drain you.
Exactly. It should drain you a lot. I know that. Okay. So those are the three things you have for them.
Yes.
Thank you so very much. It's so good to have you on this show. I must say, I feel so honored. Thank you, Falina.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you so much. Oh my God. Okay, I think I've asked you everything I want to ask you, because it is not like you're here with me. It's not like my guest. I want to introduce you and all of that. You are here over the phone. It's a live video thing. So there are limits to what I can ask you. In other words, I want another person to come on the show. You understand? Because people have to go to work. Some people want to sleep now. Some people want to do different things. It's time difference everywhere. So I don't want to keep on asking you questions. I don't want the interview to go too long. Let's make it brief like that so we can bring another person on. But this one that you've said is even enough. Like, you're encouraging. I'm pretty sure if there's any single mother here that is watching this show right now, or probably that's going to watch afterwards, they're going to like pick one thing or the other, because a lot of people need people to motivate them. We need people to talk to each other. We need all this positive energy, not people talking down on someone that is being depressed already. At the end of the day, you guys are going to drain that person. You understand? So it's really important for us to bring on things like this. Let's talk about it. Let people hear from you. You know, thank you so much. Thank you very much for coming to spill some things, just little part of you. I know it's a lot because I know one thing about you. I know you like to go out. You hang out a lot. Like in no time, before you know it, I don't have like, boom. You want to go everywhere. You like to hang out. I know that about you. Do you just like to do a thing like that, or probably because you just want to explore, or you want your kids to see what's going on out there, or you just like going out? Or is that something that pushed you to start doing a thing like that, or you just like to do it from the start?
So because I don't have much friend, I had to find ways of making myself happy.
Happy.
So
Mm.
that was one thing that I found. I always like, it's hot outside. My kids and I will be going out. We're gonna
Hmm.
find something to do, and we're gonna.
Right.
I'm not the clubbing type of person. I would go to the club, but it's not my thing. I enjoy it when I do go, but it's not my thing. I will go parties and I will dance, yeah, but you're not gonna find me of myself saying, "Hey, I'm going to the club. I'm going to drink."
Right.
That's
Hmm.
not me. I
But you
want
take the kids out a lot.
Yes,
I know.
because
Mhm.
my kids, I want them to have fun with me
To
because
have fun.
they are going to remember me. Because God forbid, whenever I die, my
God
kids
forbid.
talk about me a lot.
A
My
lot.
mom did this. She took me here. We did this together. So
Right.
I just want to say something to the fathers out there. If you are a father, spend
Hmm.
time with your kids
Hmm.
because when you spend time with all these other people, your friends,
Right.
for example, your kids are the one that's gonna miss you the most. And if they're
I
gonna
am a
have nothing to
father.
remember you by, you can't be mad. Just spend time with your kids. And I always tell people, we're not here for a very long time, so have fun. Do the things that's important to you, the things that will make you feel happy, and you will die and smile.
Hmm. Okay. Thank you so much, Falona.
You're welcome. Thank you
Thank
for
you.
having me.
It's really nice to have you on this show. And I'm really happy for the fact that you're able to tell us one thing or the other. Let me say, Yoruba people will say that there's no how not speaking Yoruba, even if you don't understand. Okay, let me even say it in English. The English people say that enough is in it what Paolo Shivanso, no, the word is enough for the wise. I think I'm right, right? So right, okay, with this thing that you just said, the wise people, the people that want to learn, that are looking for people to motivate them, they're definitely going to see one thing or the other to pick from everything you say. You understand? So many people do not know you praying is goes a long way. Prayer is the key to success, to everything. It's like determination. And I feel like what's it called? Prayer is like a tablet that you have to take every day. If you don't miss it, you prepare yourself for the next day. You know, it goes ahead of you in anything you want to do, and that's very important. So thank you so much for coming here. And I'm still gonna bring you on, like it's gonna be on your phone again. They're still coming back because
There's so
it's,
much
it's
more I
definitely going
want to
to
share.
And
say that again.
No, no, no. She has more people to interview.